The noli update is here, and today I'll be going over all the balance changes and testing out the new killer, noli. But first, the balance changes. Firstly, guess now no longer takes damage when charging if a different guess is recently charged into the killer. Dusukar can now sprint you on Spawn Protection and Plasma. They no longer slow the user as heavily as they did before. Spawn Protection now has a 95 stud range. It now has a duration of 4.5 seconds. Multiple Dusukars no longer impact the resistance level of Spawn Protection. The cooldown for Spawn Protection has been decreased from 35 seconds to 30 seconds. Spawn Protection recently protected timer decreased from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Plasma Beam now grants 20 overheal, but every other Dusukar reduces the amount by 2.5. Plasma Beam now has a shorter range, and its cooldown is now 30 seconds. Builderman's buildings are now highlighted to nearby teammates. This is bugged right now and shows them even if you're not close. Telf's traps are also highlighted by nearby teammates, and they have lowered the movement penalty while setting traps. For 007, your clone is now highlighted to yourself when it's active, and now the chase theme plays when the killer is chasing clones. For 1x, Rejuvenate the Rod's hit speed is now capped at 1 instead of speed 3. They have heavily lowered mass infections and lag, and slightly lowered entanglement and lag as well. Survivors are automatically freed from entanglement after 3 seconds. Unstable eye speed and blindness duration has now been decreased from 6.5 seconds to 5 seconds, and unstable eyes aura read now lasts 7 seconds instead of 5. John Doe now has a lower delay between each spike appearing with corrupt energy, and they've also lowered the end lag of corrupt energy. John Doe now gets an aura reading when he hits a survivor with corrupt energy for 2.5 seconds. Survivors now move slower when being hit by behead, and they've lowered the behead helpless duration from 10 seconds to 8. Now we can finally get on with the noli showcase. Firstly, we have his M1s. They do 25 damage and have the longest click to hit by far. Then there's Void Rush. You hold Q until the bar is full, which takes 2 seconds, then it launches you forwards like a slower walk speed override, dealing 10 damage, but if you hit a survivor, they will have a purple aura on them, and you'll get your rush charge back. Now, 3 things can happen. 1, you hit a different survivor, you'll get your charge back. 2, if you hit a survivor that's already been hit, it will do a slam attack, dealing 40 damage, but you don't get your charge back. And finally, number 3, you miss, hit a wall, and get called bad. Then, there's Nova. Basically, corrupt nature, but it explodes if it hits a wall or a player, doing 15 damage. Then we have Observant, which lets you teleport to any gen on the map and gets hallucination stacks based on how far the survivors are away from noli when you teleport. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what hallucination is? Well, dear viewer, let me tell you. So, hallucination builds when you get hit by one of noli's moves, with stage 1 being 1 hit, stage 2 being 2 hits, and so on. Stage 1 of hallucination will make you see the timer displaying the wrong time, the generator count being wrong, and the chase music start playing, even when noli's not near you. At level 2, fake dispensers and pizzas may spawn, which will give you HP that disappears when the hallucination ends. And at level 3, a fake noli will spawn. That will do fake damage, but he moves way faster than the real noli, so just look out for that if you're trying to counter him.